This is me, Crux Ryaju. I usually have really cool stuff to talk about, and I don't. I have some things I want to get off my chest about Square Enix. Usually this little rant that I would have would be reserved for Sega and Sega alone, but I just recently got my hands on Sonic Mania, and I feel like they're back on track with the way things should be. So Sega doesn't have there's nothing wrong with them anymore, not in my opinion anyways. Square Enix, what are you doing? You have a bunch of, let me see, I'm looking at your website right now. You have a shit ton of collector's editions of things that, I mean, they're just a bunch of bullshit in a package. What is this? Why are you doing this? What? Why is this the cost of a fucking console, dude? And it's not even available. How is Deus Ex Mankind Divided Collector's Edition, a game that was on sale, or still is on sale, for $15 or less, how is that $100? Because there's an action figure? I don't get you guys, man. Let's see what else we got in here. New releases, let's see. Literally everything here, I don't care. I literally don't care about. Nier Automata, I like that game. I recently purchased it, but I didn't buy it from you guys because y'all are selling your shit way too fucking expensive. I'm getting Dragon Quest Heroes 2 real soon, as soon as I get paid, but not from you guys because you're selling it too fucking expensive. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Holy fucking shit. Could you narrow that title down to just Kingdom Hearts 2.8 or Kingdom Hearts Redux or something like that? Why do you have to do all that bullshit? Another thing I don't get. Why is it that the Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 games are both on PC and Steam? Why is Nier Automata on Steam, but you don't have Dragon Quest Builders on Steam? Tell me why that is, because I genuinely don't know. You have Life is Strange on Steam. Like, why is it a big deal to not be able to have it on there? If anything, you would think you would want to, since most people on the PC know what Minecraft is. I mean, inevitably, even though it's, just by the way it looks, it seems like it would be a Minecraft clone, which I'm down for, by the way. I actually really want to buy the game just to see what it's like. But I'm telling you this much, back in the day when I was dumb, I mean, I'm still dumb, let's be real here. I'm still dumb, but back in the day when I was real young and dumb, I would buy a fucking console with like literally all of my hard-earned money for the check for the week, for the 2 weeks that I was working. I would get an entire console and a game. I'm not doing that shit again. I'm not gonna buy a fucking console, especially since last year I just made my PC, and it's pretty damn good too. I'm not going back to console ever again. I'm sorry, but it's the fucking truth. I'm not gonna buy an Xbox One just to play your Final Fantasy bullshit that you keep regurgitating over and over again with better graphics. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna play fucking Dragon Quest Heroes on a PS4. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to buy a PS4 just to get it. You do understand that you guys usually focus on very graphic intensive games, correct? So why is it that you would take a step down and just stay on console with these things, knowing that you're going to be limited, knowing that what you're putting out there is not going to be the best of what you're trying to create? What's the point in creating it and doing as much graphic intensive games as you can, just being regurgitated over and over and over like a fucking Call of Duty clone? Why do that? Why go to that level? Why not diversify it as much as you can. Try to get more people exposed to it if they've never seen it before. Everybody knows what Final Fantasy is. Who cares? Let's get something else. Dragon Quest, everybody knows what that is, maybe, hopefully. But the younger generations, they probably don't. So having a Minecraft clone mixed with Dragon Quest, that's a fucking match made in heaven. But not everybody has a PS4. And most kids, if they're smart, they have a computer that's better than a PS4. They have a computer that's better than an Xbox One. So why would they get their, I mean, if anything, this is the perfect time to get a console if you want to get a console, because we're hitting that Black Friday mark, man. We're hitting the holidays real soon. But for a kid, you don't have a choice in the matter. Like, depending on your parents, if you're poor, you're lucky with what you got. So you can't really be asking for shit unless your parents are like, hey, what do you want me to buy you? I just don't know. I don't know anymore about how you guys are, about your fans and stuff. I remember being in middle school and looking forward to that Final Fantasy game. I remember they did like a sneak peek or something. It wasn't even like a full trailer. It was just like 30 seconds of like action or something. It looked like a fucking movie. Man, that was a long time ago. That was like a decade ago, dude. And you guys just released that game. It was actually supposed to be 3 different games, but then they just released like different titles with different characters from each game. But it wasn't like a trilogy or nothing. It was just separate. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. My point is, the original fan base for Square Enix, or Squaresoft, I should say. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself, and I can tell you that I'm just tired. I'm tired of what they're making. I'm tired of the fact that it just feels like Call of Duty stuff, man. Like everything's just being repeated over and over and over, and they hope to God that their titles are a hit. And it makes me sad, really. Because, like, I love Final Fantasy, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I fucking love it. And I haven't played Nier Automata, but I don't even know if I'm even saying that right. But I have a feeling that I will love it. Because I saw the battle system and stuff. It looked pretty cool. I don't see what you're trying to do. Like, you don't have an end game goal from what it looks like. From what I've seen, it looks like you guys are just making mobile games, and that's all you're focusing on is mobile games, exclusive titles for consoles, and these bundled games that nobody has the money for. At least at least people that are rich can get them, or people that are ignorant like I used to be would get them, even though it's the price of a fucking console, like I said earlier. I just don't know where I'm at with you guys, man. You guys are playing me. You're fucking with my head. 1 second I feel like you guys are for your original fan base, and then the next I feel like you guys just fucked us over and you're just taking advantage of our nostalgia. Final Fantasy VII. I was looking forward to that too. The remake a long time ago. And probably again, I think it was more than a decade ago, when you guys had whenever there was a teaser or whatever saying. Actually, I was speculating it for a while. Forever I was thinking, man, why would they make a film, Final Fantasy Advent Children, if they weren't going to do anything else after? Because it had to have been like a promotional thing. Usually with games and stuff like that, they have short films or movies or whatever, and then they do the game. Or, you know, it's like saying, hey, we're going to make a game or whatever. Like an intro or something. That's what it felt like. But they decided to do a remake instead. And I'm fine with that. But it's just, it doesn't feel, I don't think it would feel right, because they said that they're releasing it in episodes. Why the fuck are you going to release it in episodes, man? Just fucking make the game. Make it. Finish it. You've had over a decade to do this. You have all these other things that you have in the works, right? And your end game goal, what I thought was get Akira Toriyama to do Dragon Quest, which he has been doing. Have him on board with your art projects and stuff, which he has been. I had no idea Nier Automata was gonna come out. That was like, that came from left field for me. Cause I'm not even like a gamer or nothing. This is real talk. I used to be like I said a decade ago. I used to be, but so much has happened in 10 years in my personal life that I wouldn't be able to say I know this, and this about this company. Like, I don't know shit. All right, I'm being honest with you right now. I don't know shit about all the gaming companies now. The only ones I know to be weary of is Capcom and Konami. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, like, I don't know where you guys are at. Like, what are you trying to do? What is your end goal? Usually a company has that, but it doesn't feel like you have that anymore. And I thought you did. Where's the stable ground? Where are you grounding yourselves? And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in the next few years? Because what I see here, it doesn't look good. You guys discontinued literally one of the best franchises, in my opinion, Deus Ex. And then let me see. And then you published this game, Tokyo Dark. I'm not gonna lie, the art looks kind of cool, right? But if you really, as an artist, I'm not the most amazing artist in the world, okay? But as an artist, if you saw this, you would fucking laugh, because it's stupid. What? Look close, alright? Do you see this? Do you see these mistakes? Is this me being nitpicky as an artist? Probably. But there's mistakes all through this art here. How are you gonna publish something that's not even fucking polished, dude? And that's a picture, that's one picture. The animation, it's used from still flash pieces. Like, that looks cool, right? But look at the character's movement. It's fucking stiff. It's literally stiff pieces of flash. This, whenever they do the little novel thing, whenever they're talking to each other, that looks great. That's as good as you can get, because it's just a drawing. And see, these drawings here, they look good. But the animated parts could be so much better. Like, that looked horrible. And look at this, like, it's literally boned. It's a shitty bone structure whenever they're walking or they're moving. Literally all of these cutscenes have nothing to do with the actual gameplay. I don't understand what the fuck is going on with you guys. I know I'm being negative and I'm probably being overly critical about all of this, but I don't get it, man. If I had millions of dollars, or if I had $1 million, I would make my own company, and I wouldn't do what Square Enix is doing. I would make a game, hope to God people love it. If they don't, then I would move on, make another game, and keep going and going and going. I would hire amazing voice actors, which they have done for, I already forgot the name of it. See, that's how memorable this is. That's how memorable your titles are to me right now. What the fuck is it called? Nier Automata. Automata? A tomato. Nier a tomato. Yes, that. They have amazing voice actors for that, from the little that I've seen of it. Same with Final Fantasy. That they did a damn good job with that stuff. But literally everything else, it just seems like they don't care. Like, they're not even trying anymore. Like, it's just make a title, hurry up, and then get it done with. Okay, let's do another one. All right, now we're done. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, we're done. Like, I don't understand. If your entire company is at stake, why would you want that to happen? Why would that be your mindset? It's to just regurgitate stuff over and over and over. From my point of view, like I said, if I had just $1 million, I would make a game, hire incredible voice actors. If it was gonna be low budget like this Tokyo Dark one, I would hire I would hire people to do the animation, like professionals to do the animation, which I know that in and of itself would be like 500,000 on average for, what is it, like a few episodes in Japan. So like, yeah, the majority of the funding would go into the animation. But if that's what people are going to be looking at, then that's what you need to invest in. If people are going to be looking at this woman walking, why would you have literally cut out symbols of this? Why not get somebody to actually animate a fluid movement like the animator that's doing the cutscenes? You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense from a business perspective. If you're all about the money, then it does, because it's like, oh, well, we could just rig this real quick. But if you actually took the time to think about the future of your product, or the future of a product with your name on it, because I know this isn't theirs, they just published it, you wouldn't just invest in the product itself, you would invest time and effort with the people that you're publishing for. You would make sure that it's done right. The background looks fine, the floor looks fine, everything looks fine. The user interface is probably fine too. I couldn't tell from just the trailer alone. The narrative seems pretty cool, but it seems half-assed. I just don't understand you guys, man. I really want to. I really want to get to know what the fuck is going on with you, but I just don't. I really don't know. And you were literally Squaresoft. You were literally my favorite company as a kid, just like Sega was too. You guys just really need to assess all of this stuff that you're doing. Like, really take a look back. Just stand back, take a look at it, see the shit in the room, see the huge fucking elephant in the room, and just think, what is it that we're missing here? What is it that needs to be done here? In my opinion, this is just my opinion, like everything else has been up until this point, I wouldn't make anything with a complicated story, because that's all you do. And some people would love that because that's what you do, but you need to do something that is unexpected or different. This Tokyo Dark thing, it was very unexpected and very different, but I don't think you made it, you just published it. Near Automata, or a tomato, whatever you want to call it. It also came out of left field for me, because I genuinely didn't think that you were going to do any different titles, which you did, which was good, but you can tell it's kind of like Final Fantasy also, with the way the battle looks and everything, but it seems Kingdom Hearts-ish too, so it's not really a bad thing. It's just, it's good to know what you can reuse and what you can work with, as opposed to just creating bullshit. Like, it's okay to regurgitate certain things is my point. Just being able to give it its own identity in a certain way, or just a little bit of a different flair or atmosphere, can change things significantly, in my opinion. I'm an older person, alright? I'm not like a teenager. I'm not in my early 20s, alright? So I cannot tell you with a clear conscience to keep buying Square Enix games. I cannot. What I can tell you though is that most people deserve a better game. Whether it be from Square Enix or not, people deserve a good game. If they're gonna pay premium for it, they deserve a premium product. That's just common knowledge, that's common sense. But all these developers have gotten so full of themselves that they think that they literally have shit that doesn't stink, and it's really starting to piss me off. And it's pissing me off even more so that most of these companies are not just companies, They're well-known companies, and they're companies that I grew up paying. These are companies I grew up paying to get to the point that they're at. So in a way, we all as consumers are inadvertently responsible for them being the way they are. We shouldn't be blindly buying games. We need to pay them only when we know that we think it's going to be good, or only when we ask for this, just like Adam Jensen said. I never asked for this. I never asked for you guys to be so full of yourselves. I never asked for these AAA title game developers to be such assholes. I asked for Final Fantasy. I didn't ask for it to get regurgitated over and over again. I asked for games to come to PC, and some of them do, but not all of them. I just asked for a developer to care, to actually do something different or try, and everybody's so scared of going underwater that they don't realize that they're going up in flames. I think that's the biggest thing I want people to know, or to take away from this shitty video, is you can't undo your reputation, but you can fix it. You can let people see that you actually give a fuck. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is just me ranting. Like, you could hate everything I said, you could hate me for saying all this shit, but at the end of the day, this is just my opinion, and you can take it as truth or whatever, man. I'm going to sleep. Fuck this. Don't forget to arch your heart.